live. Let me know if you can hear me. IDX Labs, how's it going? I did get your tweet. I will send text probably later today. Oops. It's been a busy few weeks. Let me just pause my chat, make sure everybody can hear me as usual. And if my mic's loud enough, because I've turned down a little bit on my mixer. Whoops. Oh crap, did I not have stuff signed in? Okay, so that's signed in. My TikTok is signed in. What the heck? Not that it matters. Don't really need to look at anything on TikTok, I don't think. I don't think I have anything new. Hearing a bit of static. Okay, give me a sec. Let's see my input. Give me a sec. Is that better, or is it still staticky? I don't know if it's my static. Oh crap. I honestly don't know what to do. Give me a minute. I'll try to switch my mic. Are you guys able to hear me right now? Let me know. We may have to restart the stream. I need to bring up my Go XLR. Better, I think now. Okay, so you can hear me. I haven't messed around with this Go XLR too much, so I'm not too sure if what's going on here. Not very loud. Okay, how about now? Better? Are we good? Now just quiet. Let me know. I mean, I haven't maxed to. Still loud or still quiet? I know there's a bit of feedback, right? Okay, we're good. I don't know if it's my audio cable. I probably should buy a new audio cable. You know what? This Go XLR, maybe it was an effect on the Go XLR. I really haven't used it that much. I only used it for normal mic because it has a bunch of settings, but I need to go through it and do some tweaking. Anyway, happy Sunday. Good thing it's starting to sound better. Let's see what anybody says. Ryan Sharp says, congrats on the 25,000. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think that was this morning that we got that. We were getting close yesterday, and that video I did yesterday kind of just took off. So I'm sure that, had something to do with it as well. Timothy, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I think a lot of people are a little confused about that video. There was one comment anyway. Not that it's a bad thing. He was just somebody just said, like, do you think Ubiquiti will still send me review gear because I'm switching to pfSense? I mean, I still love Ubiquiti, and I'm still going to be using the UDM Pro. I just, right now they have that PPPoE issue, so I'm not getting my full bandwidth. Not that I really need a gig anyway, but I ordered this Netgate 6100 months ago and I wanted to try it out. We're going to be doing the same thing with, oh crap. What are we going to be doing it with? Oh, I forgot. Untangled. I'm going to be trying out Untangled as well. So when you're a content creator or when you own a business, you use more than one product, right? We use UniFi, we use pfSense all the time. I'm not going to be using it, and I still love the UniFi Dream Machine Pro, so I just want to make that clear. I just ordered 5 of them yesterday. Christian, good morning. Or Christopher, good morning. Andre, good morning. Uncle Joe's Playhouse, how's it going? And thank you. I appreciate it. Alonzo, how's it going? Donald, how's it going? Yeah, so I think people thought that I was kind of going away from Ubiquity, but I'm not. I am 100% not. The thing is, I don't have any more Ubiquity videos to make. I mean, I've made so many of them that there's not much left until something comes out new. So once the UniFi Dream Machine Pro SE comes out, I'll probably switch back to that and pull out the pfSense. Hopefully they have the PPPoE issue solved by then. I think they do have a firmware upgrade coming. Your voice gets really silent. Well, I can't really do much about that right now. It's the type of mic I have too. I have it on full blast, but it's probably some settings in the Go XLR. So I'll just put the mic really close to my mouth. Hopefully it's good for you. pfSense for the win. Yeah, I love pfSense. It's working great since I did the video yesterday. TCP/IP solutions. How's it going? Have you ever hit a device limit with the UDM Pro? Added another G4 camera and floodlight. And it says I'm over my device limit. I haven't. How many devices do you have? Can you explain the issue to me? News to me. So if you have PPPoE, so I have a gigabit connection coming in. It will limit your bandwidth. So I was only getting about 600 megabits per second, where I should be getting about 900. The ISP never gives you what they should. I don't know what that is, but we'll anyway, do you use MikroTik products? I've done one video on it and I've been looking at it. MikroTik. That's an IoT gateway. There was a couple other access points that look kind of cool. Let's just see. Oh, are you talking? Okay, so 4 G4 Pros, 3 doorbells, 3 G3. There is a limit on what you could hold on Protect. That's right. And I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I am not too sure about that. But MikroTik had this new router out too that I wanted to try, but I really need to put some time into learning MikroTik because it's pretty advanced and there's quite a lot to it. Yeah, really with UniFi, I don't really know what videos to do for the UDM specifically. We're still going to be working on the UniFi Access. I did that one video. It was just seeing what comes with it. And then we're going to do another video with the adoption of elements, creating networks. And then the other one, I think I'll do a video of showing how to install like the actual hardware and then installing door strikes and stuff like that. I think it'll be pretty cool. Oh, okay. So maybe that's why you're probably over your limit, which I didn't even know there was a limit. I've never hit that before. Another thing. Just give me a sec. I gotta pull up a few tabs here. That one's supposed to be over here. So I had Trendnet. They sent me out a switch to do a review and kind of take a look at it. Trendnet Hive is like their SDN, and I think they're going to be adding more to it. The only thing they have right now, I believe, is their switches. So cloud-based management, kind of. You guys can see that, right? Yeah. Cloud-based management, which is kind of like you know, UniFi controller, and then we have easy scalability, 24/7 availability. So that's something we'll probably take a look at this week. I haven't even looked into the interface, but here it looks fairly basic. Any particular reason you went with the pre-built Netgate box rather than building your own pfSense box? Not really. I just wanted it. It's just an easy solution. When when I would be installing them in customers, I don't want to have to pre-build them. I'd rather just buy them. And I bought this about whenever they first said that you could pre-order it. That's when I bought it. I do have a couple of Protectly boxes that I could have put pfSense on as well. MikroTik outdoor switch. I could look into that. Yep. I got a free Cradlepoint and bought a SIM for it. Cradlepoint works perfectly and hands out IP to laptops. All WAN traffic cuts when Cradlepoint is. I have no idea because I haven't really used Cradlepoint. I'd have to look into that, Ryan. I don't know. Do we even have Cradlepoint in Canada? Cradlepoint. Sure, we must. Oh, we do. I didn't even know we had this. I thought this was only in the States. Cool. Yeah, so that's something else that's coming out. I'll still be doing that Hikvision Color View PTZ or pan tilt camera. Not that it doesn't have a zoom on it. Working on that video. I think I deleted the file when I was cutting it in DaVinci. I'm pretty sure I deleted all my video files. So I may have to start again, which kind of sucks. But yeah, we'll be working on that and a couple other videos. I don't know if I'll do any Cisco videos. I've kind of got out of Cisco after I was working in enterprises. Let me take a look at this switch though. It's expensive. Not that that's, I mean, expensive is sometimes better. Right, it depends on the feature set that you get with it. These look like nice switches, though. I think all of it is command based or command line based, which isn't bad either. Sometimes you could get things done quicker in the command line than you can on a GUI interface. This thing looks cool. I think this is the switch that I was looking at, or sorry, the router. Yeah, because I saw this person's video, or I think he must work for MikroTik. And it looks like a pretty awesome router, but I don't know where to buy it. I don't know where in Canada I could buy new MikroTik stuff. Besides on maybe Amazon. Can you make video? Probably not. I mean, the thing is I got to be kind of... for videos, it needs to be something I use and something I like, right? Because most of the videos that you see... all the equipment I'm actually buying out of my pocket, right? Ubiquiti does send me some stuff. TP-Link sent me stuff. Reolink. There's been some vendors, but the majority of the videos you see on my channel, I pay for it. Are you going to do more videos on Synology and doing a bare metal backup and restore for servers and workstations? When will get the DSM-7? That's a good question. I will be doing more videos on Synology. For backups of bare metal servers, I'm not too sure. I don't actually have any servers. Workstations for sure. The new Synology DSM-7, the version that I have of my Synology is the DS1621XS Plus, and it doesn't have DSM-7 yet. I do have a DS418, and it does. So there'll be more Synology videos coming soon. My issue these last few weeks is I've been kind of running out of video ideas. But I mean, I do have stuff backlogged. Like I need to get this Reolink video out. I need to get this Asus Tor NAS video out. It's just nothing that I'm overly excited about. CBS is GUI based. Oh, nice. Just moved to company from. I've never used Exile or whatever they're called. No, I don't have too many comments about them. I think they had some security issues. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I've never really used them before. I have moved companies off of it. Another thing that I think a couple people were getting confused about in the latest video that I just did. Um, was the set inform command. So the set inform command is just to push your unified devices to a controller. And I use Hostify. So I use Hostify for some of my customers, and I don't have a CloudKey Gen 2 to host my network controller. I could have hosted it on, I do have XCP&G running. I could have created a virtual machine and had it running, but I just pushed myself out to my Hostify server. And that's what I was using the set inform command for. You could do that with the CloudKey Gen 2 Plus. You could do it with a self-hosted one as well. What else? There was quite a bit on that. I don't know if I've answered all the questions on that. What am I doing this week? So tomorrow we're heading out to a job that I could do some videotaping for. It's just a cabling job that I've already started. I think we've already pulled about 65 cables. We still have a few more to do, a bit of the rough-in. So I'm going to take some video footage of that. And then what will we do? And then Wednesday, I'm going to see if I could record at the clients. It's just a cottage. They're only adding one access point, 3 cameras. So I may, put tomorrow's video and Wednesday's video and combine that into an on the job video. You got the job. Awesome. I think they were impressed with my home lab. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, home labbing goes a long way. It depends on the person who's trying to gonna hire you. You always want to have the drive to kind of always learn new technologies and keep learning. And I think businesses and companies would really look at that in a good light. Do a back to basics video series, building up from net provided gear to something like an NVR at your home. Yeah, that's true. That's not a bad idea. There's probably lots of videos I could do. There's lots of I do have the MikroTik router board. I forget which model it actually is. Or do they name? Oh, that's just actual boards. Anyway, I have one of the. I guess I could use that just to do other videos, and I still do have that 10 gig. And I mention it every live stream. I have that 10 gig little 10 GB MikroTik switch, which I've never plugged in. So maybe I'll do a little review on that with. Oh, that's not it. Anyway, it's just that four port. Jim, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the great videos, and have another cup of coffee. I will, because we're going to be going out after this live stream, and I'll be driving a bit. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What else? I was going to say something else. Oh, I don't know if anybody would be interested in this. I thought it was kind of cool. I know it's by Ring, but Ring Alarm System. I don't know if anybody would be interested in seeing a video based on this. It seems like a fairly easy whole home security meets DIY simplicity. It's all wireless door contacts and things like that. And it's fairly cheap to cover a couple doors. I think it's about $300. So your base station keypad, alarm sensors, and that way, if you do this, at least in Canada, it will make your insurance cheaper. That's if you have it monitored. I think it would be kind of neat to do it, but I don't know how well that would go over with my audience. Michael, thank you very much. That's awesome. Have another cup. I will have I've already had 2 coffees, one more, and I think that's about it. I know Ring isn't the best company, but hey, it's Amazon. Everybody buys things from Amazon. Question: do you have any thoughts on the Easy Viz? I do not. I've never even heard of them. Let me take a look. I mean, I'll source out a couple other home alarm systems. Oh, that kind of looks neat. It almost looks like the G4 Bullet with some Wi-Fi antennas on it. Yeah, that looks all right. I mean, I don't really like Wi-Fi cameras in general. I get emails all the time for people wanting me to do reviews on cameras like this. Not this one particular, but just like no-name cameras that want me to pay for the shipping and shipping back, and they're like a $20 camera. But this one actually looks kind of decent. What's the throughput for the SG? Honestly, I haven't tested it yet. Let's take a look. I don't see. That's the thing. I called it Netgates. I have SG6100 in here, but I don't know if it. I don't know if that's the actual model number. SG. I think it's just Netgate 6100. They say 2.1 gigabits per second, but actual speed when you're connected, that will be something that I test probably in my VPN video. Right now, I haven't had any issues with it, but I haven't even configured the VPN yet. Whoops. What is what, sorry? You didn't mention anything else, did you, Timothy? No, I don't think so. So yeah, it's pretty reputable. Oh, it has an Ethernet connector. Oh, okay, so it's plugged into as well. I think I do have an Aruba switch, but I'm not too sure which one it was. On my Instagram. It's just sitting in my network room right now. I'm gonna have to figure out this mic after, because I don't like having it this close to my mouth. Oh, here's the Aruba switch that I have. This is one that they sent me, which I have no idea what the model number, but it was a loud switch. Like I couldn't have this switch in this office. The fans just go crazy. How do you feel about not being able to access UniFi Protect from the local network via the app when the internet is down? Local? I could access it when I'm on my local network, I believe. When I'm at home, I don't know. Maybe I haven't even. Maybe I'll have to test that. I'm pretty sure I'm still able to access it when I'm on my local network. One thing that I don't like about that though, about UniFi Protect, and I wish they would fix, is if you don't want to have remote access on, you should still be able to VPN into your home network and then view your cameras on your phone. I mean, I think that's pretty basic. How did you get started in business of installations? I want to jump into it. Where do you start? So it's been. I tried starting a business. This was years ago. Probably I'm 30, going to be 34, but I was about, I don't know, 20, 25. I tried starting a business, and the hardest thing with trying to start a business is marketing and getting clients. And I'm not really the type of person who goes out. I'm not going door to door. I'm more of an introvert than extrovert, and I don't know. I feel weird going into people's businesses and trying to sell my stuff. So that business didn't really work out. Like we got a couple jobs, and that was it. And then I worked in enterprises. I worked for some before the enterprises. I worked for smaller network cabling companies doing security cameras, all that type of stuff. Um, and then I started in enterprise. So I worked for a bank in networking, data center engineering, and then compute engineering. And I decided at that time, this was, a year and a half ago, whenever I started my YouTube channel, I decided to try starting another business. So YouTube really grew my business. Like now, this is all I do. I don't work for the bank anymore. I just do my business full time. So if you're not the type of person to go out and market for yourself, you may want to hire a salesperson. You could put some, ads out on, I don't know, Google AdSense or Google Ads probably isn't the best. I think it's a bit of waste of money. I've had some luck with Facebook ads. It's really word of mouth, to be honest with you. But YouTube's helped out a lot. Like we now have over 3 million views, and most of my clients are remote clients in the States. Good choice on the coffee. How's it going, Hammond Manufacturing? Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Yeah, I didn't get a Tim Hortons today. I got the McCafe. When doing a VPN connection between sites on USGs, do you need a cloud key for each site for it to work? You do not. If both of your, because you could have multiple sites in a cloud key. So if both of your sites are in the same cloud key, you could do, oh, what the heck's it called? Auto VPN, or I forget the terminology, but you could do the auto VPN and it creates the net or VPN site-to-site VPN for you. Super easy. Can you do a video on the Aruba switch from local, not cloud? Yes, that's possible. Timothy, does your camera freeze? Is that only when you're watching it like remote? When you go back and look at the playback, is it still doing that? I run a pfSense NetGate 2100 with UniFi USW PoE switch and access points UniFi protects, and I'm having issues with putting my cameras in a VLAN in the cloud key, which functions. Are you setting up your networks properly, putting in firewall rules? Hi, and greetings for all that goal. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes. Do you think I should upgrade my Edge firmware from version 1. Yes, you probably should. I don't deploy a lot of Edge stuff, but there's probably some good reasons to upgrade. I typically keep on top of my firmware upgrades. Prince Edward County. I've never been there. Probably need to go on a trip somewhere eventually. So one thing about this, now we're kind of going back to the Trendnet. One thing about it, it has a subscription. So, I mean, I don't like subscriptions, but we're gonna see how well it works, right? And give it a fair shot. But it's $10 per device annually, which might not be that much, but if you have 100 devices, then you're paying quite a bit. So that's an overview of devices, client systems log, manage settings, blah, blah, blah. So for integrators and partners, oh, you got a contact. So they sent me the switch, and then they sent me a device, or I think it was a 1 month code actually. I forget which switch they sent me. Oh, they sent me this top switch here, and I think it's a PoE switch. They must all be PoE switches actually. What is this? 8-port with 2 SOPs? Sweet. Did you create the VLAN within UniFi? Because you need to create the VLAN within UniFi and then tag the ports. Yeah, it only freezes when I'm watching it live, not when it is recorded, local or remote. That's strange. Send me an email. I'll take a look at it, see if I could see anything. Well, yeah. So the VLANs you need to create your network on your pfSense, and then you need to have the VLAN only networks, like I did in my video yesterday. You need to have the VLAN only networks put in UniFi. What UI do you like the most, Ubiquiti or Asus? Ubiquiti for sure. I mean, I don't do a lot of Asus. I think I did a couple Asus videos before. Like, I think it was a Wi-Fi 6. This Asus Raptor, whatever that was. Then we did the best gaming router. I guess that was kind of clickbaity. Okay, so I've done 3 Asus, and then we have this Asus Tor. I don't know if they're related anyhow, the NAS, but anyway. Another thing with that, with the NetGate, so I had some DAC cables. They were Ubiquiti DAC cables, and one was from oh god, I can't think of their name. Anyway, none of the DAC cables worked. They weren't compatible, so I had to use a multi-mode fiber cable between it. So I need to find a DAC cable that's compatible. Sorry, I have to head out. No worries. Have a good day. Is it Asus or Asus? I have no idea. I just say, I mean, everybody says things. It's like MikroTik. Is it MikroTik? Or I don't even know how you would say that. MikroTik or MikroTik? I don't know. I say things a little differently as well. Oh, look at this poor thing. My other cat. I don't know if anybody noticed in the video. Actually, let's try to. I guess I could watch my video. I want to try to find where. Let me pause this or mute it. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Hold on 1 second. There we go. I just want to find my cat. She has this little straight jacket on now. Where the heck is she? I forget where in the oh, there she. Oh, she was right there. Where'd she go? Right there. Poor thing. Look at that little straight jacket. So we have 2 Siamese cats, and this one just got spayed the other day. Are you using WireGuard or OpenVPN? I haven't tried WireGuard yet. I've heard good things about it. I've watched Lawrence Systems videos on it. It looks really interesting. I do use OpenVPN though. It works really well. OpenVPN. What else do I need to try? WireGuard, and there's a couple other things that I saw on Lawrence Systems channel. I think it was Rumble Network Discovery. So this looked really cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna give it a try maybe tomorrow. Yeah, it looked pretty cool to see what's on the networks. Do I have a Visio layout? I don't use Visio. I use draw.io. I probably do. I mean, it's not the best topology, but this is what I used yesterday. I mean, it is what it is. It's Visio does kind of look more professional, and I probably could put more time into, make draw.io is pretty powerful. This is kind of my network right now. I have an RPS, a UniFi RPS, and then I have my UNVR, and I think that's all the switches I have. Hi Cody, I created a separate SSID and a VLAN for my IoT. Does it mean that the devices on my main network, such as Apple TV, won't be able to? You should have your MDNS turned on under services. WireGuard speeds are amazing. I use Split VPN on my Dream Machine Pro. There was a couple GitHub packages that people were telling me about to test out for even doing things like whole home VPN, like using NordVPN or whoever your VPN provider is. I might try that on my lab UDM. I don't know if I've had a lot of. Is that the newest version? Is that the one I did a video on the other day? Okay, so this one, I haven't had any buffer, but let's see. Smooth looking, blah, blah, blah. What I do typically before I upgrade is I'll look through, all these comments. I really hope they add that VPN function in though. Congrats on 25K. Thank you. My goal, I think I said at the beginning of the year, was 30,000 for the end of 2020 or 2021. I think we might get there. I'm not too sure. It depends on what I release the remainder of the year. Let's take a look here. Whoops, not last 7 days. So if we look at 2020, just subscribers. So in 2020, I gained 9,800 subscribers or something like that. And then 2021, whoops. We've gained about 15,000. So I think hopefully we should be able to hit that. We're typically doing between 1,300 subscribers a month to sometimes it's been up to 2,000 a month. It just all depends on the content I release. Visio, thank you very much. I appreciate it. NetScan is the best network discovery. Never tried it. I wouldn't know. I used Nmap quite a bit. Probably not going to be on here too much longer, but if you guys want to hit that like button, that would be great. Yeah, so this the backup with Synology, that was a decent, or not decent, that was an interesting video. So what I need to do next, I need to set up the DS 418 at my mom's, which is just sitting down here, wasting space and collecting dust full of hard drives, and it's been there for months. And then we need to do an offsite backup. I wanted to do a video on Synology photos, but I guess that's only available in DSM-7. I don't know. Well, do you do a lot of videos? The thing is, if when you're first starting out on YouTube, and I mean my channel's still small, it's not a big channel at all, um, but you have to be somewhat consistent, right? And kind of, you know, if I were to release a video on video games or something like that, and I love video games, it wouldn't do well because you get stuck in a niche, and I'm kind of stuck in the ubiquity niche. So whenever I release a video based on ubiquity, it does really well. And then whenever I release something on even the first pfSense video I did a couple days ago, where am I? Oh, I'm blocking it, right? So I mean, it's got 2,000 views, whatever. So that, but if I released even this outdoor access point for a Mesh Pro, which is an old device, it's got almost 5,000 views. So you just got to keep at it and kind of at least release one video a week or one video a month. Just stick to a schedule. I hit I hit it twice. So if you hit it twice, does it not go through? Raffaello, thank you very much, or happy Sunday to you. How's it going? It does. So this 10-minute video that I did yesterday on the pfSense, or is it 10 minutes? Or it was 13 minutes. That 13-minute video took me about 8 hours, or maybe not 8 hours. Probably took me about 6 hours to make. Which is, yeah, because you got to do editing. I had to move gear. I needed to take all my UniFi gear off. And then I had to set up a temporary TP-Link on my other ISP so that we would have some internet. Matt, no worries. All good. Greetings from Malaysia. Watch your video on the SG or Netgate 6100. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thinking maybe should not replace my UDM Pro with, it really depends. So the US or the UDM Pros, they don't have load balancing right now. It will be coming in the future, I assume. I do know that the pfSense, it works well with load balancing. You know what? That's the thing. Like if you want to get videos out for marketing, it's probably great or a good idea to do that for sure. Let's see. What else was I needing to do? Yeah, well, and UniFi Access, that these videos don't do well. I don't think a lot of people care about UniFi Access or have been deploying it. I think it's a really good solution. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, look what they did with UniFi Talk," or not UniFi Talk, UniFi Voice. They kind of discontinued it. Same with UniFi Video, and they're worried that they're going to do the same thing here. But if you've even taken a look at UID, and you could see their UniFi identity, they released a video on it, how it integrates with UniFi Access. I mean, it's wicked. I have a customer using it right now, UID, and it's so cool. It makes management very easy. Do you use product other than UniFi? Yeah, we use Netgate, we use TP-Link, we use Aruba sometimes Cisco. It really depends what the client wants. If we're going to do a job, typically we'll do UniFi access points, UniFi switches, and depending on the client needs, if they don't need advanced routing, we'll throw in a UDM Pro. 2 questions, Mac or Windows? So I use Windows, and the software that I use is DaVinci Resolve. It's free. It's this right here. By Blackmagic Designs. They've been around for a while. Blackmagic, or I don't know if they still do. They probably do. Were big in the capture card market a long time ago. But yeah, that's what I use. I mean, my video editing isn't crazy. It's me filming like how we're looking at each other right now, and then just making cuts in the video. I don't really know how to do visual effects and things like that. When you guys see that subscribe button come on screen, I paid someone to do that for me. Actually, can I show you that? I don't have the password right now. Anyway, it's just a green screen, right? And then you kind of make it look pretty. pfSense is very cool. I dream is to have one. The Netgate hardware is expensive. That's the thing that people have been, mentioning. Let's go 6100. I forget what I paid for it because when it came from the US to Canada, and you have duty fees. It was about $150 just in duty fees as well. So I paid I bought the base, so I bought $699. So US to Canadian, $699. So $822 plus $150. So for that, I paid almost $1,000, $972 to get that. I could have ordered it in Canada. I didn't know about this one distributor for about $700. Oops, something just fell. Hold on a sec. That's weird. What is a good cable tester to buy? Are you just looking to do like a wire map to see if your pinouts are correct? You could go really cheap just to see if your pinouts are good by buying just a wire map. Right, so something, I don't even know. These ones aren't good. I don't like the look of them. Cat 6 wire map. Like something like that. This is just a cheap, it's non-certified, obviously. It's $14 and it will tell you if your pins are good. I think Klein has one. Klein Tools, they got one right there. These are just wire maps. If you're not doing this professionally, there's no need, because if you went with a Fluke Cat 6 certified tester, you're looking at thousands of dollars, right? That one's actually not bad. Oh, they don't even have it on here. But if you're looking for a certified tester, yeah, they're up to like $10,000, $15,000. Wireless discovery, what do you mean? Just like seeing what wireless networks are around? I use NetSpot app to do like heat maps and things like that. George, hi, really looking forward to your upcoming. Yeah, so I did see your I think it was you who commented. I thought I did explain kind of what I was doing at the beginning of the video. I typically try to. I haven't rewatched my video, so maybe I didn't do it, but what I was pretty much doing is just taking my Netgate out, or sorry, my UDM Pro out of the equation, and then rebuilding my network with the pfSense. I don't know how to say your name, but I'll try it. Retta DZ, how's it going? My Wi-Fi sucks. I got 75 megabits, but my video is loading. I'm not too sure. How's it going? Good morning. I'm terrible at saying names, so say who. I don't know. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. I mean, this video, the one before, kind of was, my initial setup. Yeah. Typically, I do say what I'm doing. I hope to have more on the site job videos though. I think people really enjoy what you do. And I've been thinking for the UniFi Access, buying a metal door frame, possibly. Like something like this, buying a metal door frame, and then I could kind of cut in a strike maybe. So when we're doing UniFi Access, we'll hire people to cut in the strikes, or the client hires it. We don't typically cut in strikes. But I do have a Dremel tool that I could do it for the video. Say who? Oh, okay, perfect. Say who. That's it. That's easy. I don't know if I could buy one just with the actual strike plate in it. That would be kind of cool. Because then you can see how the wires are fished, like how we're on site. We are doing this doctor's office, but I don't think we're allowed to record. They're having 4 doors, which they already have the strike plate part put in. So all we had to do is drill a hole through the frame to run our 18.2 or quad cable for the door strike. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not too sure. This is for outdoor. We don't do a whole lot of that. I've never even heard of this company. Oh, another thing. I did want to do some more point-to-point stuff. But I don't know if it's really worth it for me to pay $500 for 2 point-to-point antennas to do in my backyard for a video. Yeah, Sophie, like I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Any recommendations for the IR illuminators for use with the likes of the UniFi bullet cams? So they do have an IR. They already do have an IR extender thingy, right? This range extender, and maybe I'll do a video on that to see the difference of it. Because I did in my video putting the G4 bullet in my backyard, I did put the IR range extender. I didn't realize there's a toggle switch within Protect to turn it on. So I was running, I'm like, this is really dark, especially for an IR range extender. Anyway, you have to turn the toggle switch on and then it will kick in. So maybe we'll do a quick video or maybe a short showing the difference with this on and with this off. It's only $99. That's Canadian too, so it's not too bad. We are using VLAN 132 as our client VLAN. What's the best way to change the UniFi controller management from VLAN? What are you using? Like, what are you using to control it? Like, what router? Are you using pfSense or are you using UDM Pro? Do you know how to back up UniFi Protect? Either I do not, and I haven't tried that yet, but lots of people have asked me, so I should probably figure that out. And I'm not too sure about this. Let me take a look. Heard that name before. Are they cameras? Anchor UFI. Actually, I don't know if ads will work for me. Okay, so that's not a camera. That's oh, it's a robot vacuum. You know what? In the last 2 weeks, I've gotten probably 50 emails to review robot vacuums. I don't know if they're legit or not. I should probably take one. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't really have any thoughts on it because I don't have one. Heard of Protect the products? Yep, I have 2 of them. Oh, it's a camera. It's a camera. Okay, well, it's showing up here as a. Is this a camera? No, it's showing up as a vacuum. Well, either way, I don't have any thoughts because I've never used them before. I'm sure they're all right. I have seen the name though. Yeah, I have 2 Protectly boxes. They sent me both of them. I'm getting very warm. Okay, so let's see products. I have 2 6 ports. Crap, I forget which one I have though. I have the newest one. I have this one, and then they released a newer one. I forget the difference. I think it had i7 in it. One has i7, and I think the other one I have is an i5. We're going to be running Untangled. I'm going to do a video series on Untangled, and that's what I'll be running it on. We are using Cisco. Oh, okay, maybe send me an email. Yep, that's a little more complex than in live chat. I can't find anyone with good information or knowledge of these systems. Most people who review these are like people who are making videos about how to get them online antennas. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't do a lot of it. I'm guessing you're using that for like a point-to-point system or point-to-multipoint. How you make a heat spot using NetSpot? Well, I may do a video on that. Really, it's just an application. You have to have a floor plan, and then you have to mark where you have access points and mark where you're walking around. You need a good wireless adapter, and it just does a heat map for you. It's great. I do not have experience with Sophos. A lot of people have asked me about that. Maybe I'll take a look. Just added a USW Pro 24 to my UDM and reading that the UDM does 1 gigabit switching on each port, but they share an uplink. Yeah, you should probably just run a DAC cable to your USW 24 and then use your USW 24 ports. No problem. No problem. Can I run free PBX? I don't know. I don't do a lot of phone stuff, or I don't do any phone stuff. I know you could. I think you could run Windows. You could run. Oh, here's all the stuff here. OpenSense, pfSense, Untangled, Sophos. Oh, so I could try Sophos on this as well. Antman, XCP&G, Ubuntu, Windows, and Proxmox. Proxmox is something else that I want to look into. Oh, it's Cell. Oh, okay, yeah, I have no idea then. Nope. Do you really need the switch? Well, it depends on your use case for it, right? I use the right now I use the enterprise switch, but the pro switch has PoE++ ports, which you need for UniFi access. That's why I'd use it. Sophos, oh, it's free. Okay, so I could probably add that to one. I mean, I have the 2 Protectly boxes, so I could add it to one of them. But let's, the final questions, because I got to get going here. We've been going for almost an hour now. We will be live again next Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow we have to finish off a pre-cabling job. Tuesday, we're going to a job where they require door contacts on 6 doors. It's not going to be monitored. It's not going to be a super pretty install. It's just these 6 doors. When you open the door, they need a loud buzzer to go off. So we'll be tying it back to an alarm panel. So that will be pretty cool. Wednesday is a cottage, and then I think Thursday we're going to start deploying all. If you saw my picture of U6LRs a long time ago, this job is finally starting, maybe, on Thursday, I think. What the heck is it? Where's my wall of U6LRs? No, it can't be that far back. Maybe I didn't post. No, I did post it on here. Somebody said I'm going to make a lot of people mad. Did it go? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, so we had what 40, I think it was about 40 U6LR. So we're finally deploying those. I only have about 20 of them in the controller right now. It's taken quite a long time. Not really. No, there's not really any advantage. I mean, I just did it because I didn't want to build it. Right? Lewis, sorry, I do not understand. I think that's Spanish. I'm English only. All right. Well, on that note, I am out of here. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Thank you for the 25,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I was looking for one for those boxes, but I found out that Protectly makes the 4G modems. Protectly makes quite a bit of things, and they're great. But I am. I'll answer this one last question, and then I'm looking for 1,000 feet of Cat6 in wall. What would you recommend? I would recommend vertical cable, FT4 riser cable. So I will see you guys next Sunday at 11 a.m. And yeah, watch out for more videos this week. Take care and have a good rest of your day.